Welcome back. The 2023 Annual National Early Childhood Development Center Survey will be conducted by the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare in conjunction with the European Union countrywide. To give more on the survey, I'm joined now by the Deputy Director of Early Childhood Development in the Directorate of Community Development and Poverty Eradication from the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare, Ms. Loide Velishavo. Ma'am, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Just to start with, perhaps you can provide, an overview of the objectives and purpose of this National Early Childhood Development Center survey that will be conducted in Namibia.
Thank you very much and good evening, viewers. The National Early Childhood Development, I'm going to use the abbreviation ECD because early childhood development is a bit longer, is being started since 2012 and it has been running every year until 2022, except for 2021 because of COVID. Right. We could not have it. So the purpose is just to collect data around the early childhood development centers, more specific to look at the enrollment of children in ECD centers, as well as to look at the status of centers and all areas around early childhood development centers.
Talk to us about how the survey is conducted, especially to ensure accurate and reliable data.
Yes, it has been started with the training. We have a well-trained staff members, enumerators, as well as quality assurance officers that are collecting data, and those quantify the data that is of quality so that we don't just collect data anyhow. We have a questionnaire that has been, we use to interview the ECD managers as well as early childhood development educators at the centers. Yes.
With the findings from your most recent survey, which would be the survey of 2022, are there any significant changes or developments compared to the previous years?
Yes, I can say yes, because in 2020, I think because of COVID-19, the centers, most of centers were closed. 2021, we collected data, which was a little bit low. We're not really happy with it, but last year, 2022, it was well at least picked up. Now we can say we have more than 95 children enrolled in ECD centers, and we have more than 3,000 centers that are being opened, being surveyed last year. So comparing to other years, so we can really see that there are more significant improvement in early childhood development centers in the country.
95 children enrolled.
Yes.
And that is statistics from 2022.
2022.
Are those normal figures? Are they a bit low? Are they?
Okay, comparing to the previous years we pick up because 2019 we have 2018 we have the number of 85,000, so meaning we increase with almost 10,000 children enrolled in ECD centers. Though we have, that's the number that we're still looking to increase, because according to the number of children in the country, we need more. Yeah. We need more. That's why we are here doing the mobilization meetings. We do the Right Start campaigns that always we air on the NBC for children, for parents to understand the importance of enrolling the children in ECD centers at early age.
Yeah, yeah. How is this data that is collected utilized, in shaping policies and programs related to ECD?
Very much. It's very, very crucial data that we are getting, and I can even assure you that, like now with this data, we managed to establish the minimum standard of early childhood. For someone to come up to establish an early childhood centers, at least should meet a certain standard. And this comes out of the survey, the data that we have, to see if there, for an example, we have been having ECD centers operating under trees, but this is not really a conducive or not even an environment for learning. For someone to start with an ECD center at least should have able to have a building where kids will learn. This is one of the information that really helping the ministry to make improvements in their policies and the programs that are being developed.
Talk to us about how this survey aligns with the broader goals and initiatives of the Ministry of Gender.
Ministry of Gender.
Ministry of Education, pardon.
Yes, Ministry of Education. If you are aware that Ministry of Education is the custodian of from pre-primary, with the status that we are giving to them, they will prepare to know that next year maybe we will be expecting how many children to be in pre-primary classes. So they are able to see maybe we need to construct more centers or more, more classes, because we are expecting more children coming from the ECD centers. So it's really helping them to think abroad and to expand out of the box, for them not just to say, no, we have one pre-primary classes here is enough, but to see we're expecting more to come, so we need to add more. So it helps education. And as you know, we are working hand in hand, because early childhood development is starting from ECD center up to grade 2, which is 8 years. So it's really giving, you know, a way of transition from ECD center to pre-primary to primary education too. Yes.
And what strategies are in place to ensure that with the findings, you know, from the survey, that they are effectively communicated and shared, of course, with stakeholders, policymakers, practitioners in the field of ECD?
Yes, the group of early childhood development operates in integrated. And we have the body that take care of or oversee the implementation of early childhood development. Because when we talk about the early childhood development, it's a program being taken care of by Ministry of Gender, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health. We talk about Ministry of Home Affairs because of the birth certificates. So we have the committee that come from all those ministries and other stakeholders, that when we have data, they verify the data. We present to them data. They look at it, whether it's really addressing what the country faces, and then we print the data. This is one of the documents that I have that we printed, and then we share with educators, we share with regions to see that where are they with how many centers they have, maybe how many children are attending school. That helps them to also mobilize or to also pick up to see, oh, we are behind, we need to pull up our socks. So we share the document, and also we have the body that also helps to oversee the implementation of activities of early childhood development in the country. Yes. Just
very lastly, when will the survey commence, and in which regions will it kickstart?
No, thank you very much, because we start today. It's the 7th of August, and it will run until the 15th of September. With that, we are really asking, or we are requesting all the ECD managers to open up their gates for our enumerators to enter and collect data. It's not really something too scared, because this data helps us. I can give you an example of, we had a lot of centers operating under trees, but with this data, it helps us to see where we have centers need more help, need more hands. And it's not only government doing so, it's other stakeholders that are helping to come in to build in ECD centers, or to support with materials, or to support with learning materials for the children to learn more. So we are really requesting the managers or the owner of the centers to open doors for us, because when they close the doors, we will not have the quality data that will help us or determine what is that need to be done in future.
Madam Loide Velishavo, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me here, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. We'll be right back after the short break, and then it's time for some health. Stay with us.